The Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Gilbert. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Carr. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Maddox. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second and short now after that completion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. They're going to run it. Jukes his way for more. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 30. All wide receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Now they'll try the right side. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it on the counter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the jet sweep here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking downfield, it's Carr. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the option, he'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running back goes in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Sheriff. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Powers through the defender. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the gun, give on the inside. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to go right back to it from the tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Carr. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Maddox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, he's looking downfield. They're trying to get to it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the Jeweled Shillelagh. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They keep attacking through the air. Time to take a shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Looking for a man. It's Cornelius. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Using his legs, it's Walker. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass. Receiver failed to hook up. They'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Larson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Cornelius. Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Trojans are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got the quick pass. Tackle is made after the first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Trying to barge in. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Flips it out in the flat. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Maddox. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Cornelius. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes a connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Trojans send out the punt unit.
Picks up a chunk of yards. Coming up, 4th down.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. And down he goes back at the 3.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Swings it out to his running back. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
To the air, it's Cornelius. Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Back to the air one more time. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Leaves it with the running back. Showing off the arm. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking downfield, it's Cornelius. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Winston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
The completion well past the sticks. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Comes out throwing on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, USC! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Using his feet to buy time. And they swarm him under. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. These are the games, these are the moments, this is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. To the air. It's Carr.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Getting everybody to the line and set. Got to spike it, stop the clock, and get the field goal unit on. Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff to the single running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a touch.